How are you doing? This is Monday, the 11th of August 2025. And we are here again for another overflow. And today we are talking about visualization. Visualization. An interesting concept, interesting word. You probably heard about that. You probably practice it. But it's an interesting word. And this is the beginning of the week 32 of the year. Wow. Week 32. That means we've got 20 more weeks until the end of the year, right? 20 more weeks. Is that correct? 52 weeks? Yeah. Wow. What is it that you want to accomplish still this year? This is going towards mid-August. Then we have September, October, November, December. What is in your plans? What is it that you have visualized to accomplish this year? What is this year for you? What is the word? At the beginning of the year, you probably decided, right? Things that you want to achieve this year. And we are blessed. We are giving 52 weeks each year. So this year of 2025, on the week 32, what is it in your heart to do? And I think visualization, it's a great tool to help you and me to achieve things or to materialize things that we want to materialize, right? So what is visualization? I still need to learn how to pronounce that properly. Visualization. Sometimes it is called mental rehearsal. Mental rehearsal is the art of creating new images in the mind. How do you create new images in your mind? It is the ability to see with your inner eyes before something exists in reality. So it is the ability to see with your inner eyes before something exists in reality. Zoe, welcome. Hey, hello. Hi to you. Great to thank you for stopping by. Today we're talking about visualization. So to imagine something, quite literally, is to form images in your mind, right? You're turning your thoughts into mental pictures. And we have this ability to do that. And we can do that for good. And we can also, if we feed negative thoughts, and I'm going to go into that very quickly, very soon. Now, as our brains mature, so does our ability to imagine. In this sense, we are all film makers. You are a filmmaker directing the mental movies that shapes our reality, our lives. I'm doing good, Zoe. Thank you for asking. I'm talking about visualization today. This whole idea of creating thoughts, creating images in our mind. So we are all filmmakers. You can create this film. It's rehearsal. It's kind of a mental rehearsal. I like that expression. Visualization is mental rehearsal. But the question is, are we intentionally creating inspiring stories for our future? Or are we replaying the painful scenes of our past? How intentional are you with your thoughts? We can start rehearsal negative thoughts, rehearsal images, negative images, and feeding panic, feeding fear, or we have the choice to be feeding positivity, positive thoughts. Okay. Imagination is closely connected to faith. Think about it. What are the things you believe? What is your faith on? I believe it's connected to imagination and faith, because you must be able to imagine something. You need to see with your mind what you are asking for, what you are praying for, what you're desiring for. You need to believe that is already yours. Okay? And it's not a magic potion, because you still need to act on it, but it starts in your mind. It starts with an imagination. It starts with an idea. Okay? Hey, be blessed, Zoe. If you hang out, maybe you're gonna understand what I am trying to say. Okay, just give it some time. Just stop for a moment and consider what I'm trying to say. And everything is gonna be all right. Be at peace. Right? It might be weird at times, but we all have that. We are wired and created in this way. We have a mind, a powerful computer. We have this power to create images and to create thoughts. And these thoughts can be positive to help you to achieve things, or moving you forward and giving you peace, or could also be very negative and painful and keep you in a deep state of mind, dark state of mind, which is not helpful at all. So there are 5 steps from vision to reality that I will share with you today. The first step is visualize. You can close your eyes. You can create images, a vivid picture in your mind of what you truly desire. What is it that you really want? You can create that. You can see the details. You can feel the emotions. You can imagine as if it's already there. So you can imagine as if that was already the reality that you want to be living on. And the second step is to write down. So when you stop visualize, get your journal, get a piece of paper, write down. What is it that you want? What is it that you imagine? What is it that you envision? Write it in details. Make it clear. The third step is speak it out aloud. Speak it up. Speak it out that. I think this process of speaking is very powerful, and I've been doing that. I write down my declarations. I use scriptures as well. I turn God's words into my own reality, speaking positive words to myself, because I used to be someone that speak a lot of negative words to myself. That doesn't help me. And as I stop speaking negative words to myself, I think twice before I say negative words to my kids, to my partner, to my wife, or to the people around me. Because if we don't pay attention, we let negative thoughts and negativity to control us. And when we see we get stuck in life, nothing is happening, it's just frustrated. So consider that. The fourth step is refine the vision. Once you speak out, so you refine, because as you progress, you make adjustments, you improve, right? So you keep turning to your mental image and sharpen it until it is clear and you could describe to someone else in vivid detail. It could be a business plan. It could be a project of a house. It could be anything. But use your mind as a tool. And the fifth and last step is actually materialize and go out there and do what needs to be done. take deliberate action, because it's not just about sit down and imagine beautiful things. You need to go out there and do it, right? You do what needs to be done. And sometimes what needs to be done is not what we want to do. You know, children do what they want to do. They want to do it, they want to do it. But adults, if you are an adult, you do what must be done. You wanting to do that or not, but you do what needs to be done. So materialize it, break the vision into steps, right? What is the practical steps that you need to work on them one at a time? Okay. Hi, Limited, welcome. We are talking about visualization. Okay. Aloha, Onks Official, great to have you here. Now, imagination in action. If you think about the word imagination itself, it contains two, right? Image and action. Image and action. It is not a passive daydreaming, as I said. It is active creation. And if you use that well, it can help you to stop worrying by mental rehearsing solutions instead of a feeding fear. So we can either choose, do I rehearse solutions to my problems, or do I feed the fears? So if I just feed fears and concerns, I get stuck in negative thoughts and depression. Or I can use my mind to rehearse solutions in thinking in ways I'm going to get out of that. Yeah. We are projections onto the blank board on the future. Yeah, I like that. We are the artists. Life is the comfort. Definitely. Beautifully put it on. Thank you. Yeah. Now, if you use poorly your imagination, it can trap you into a horror film. Now, imagine, as I told earlier on, that we are all like filmmakers with your imagination, creating the imagination, creating the images in our brain. But if you use it poorly, you can trap your imagination as if you're trapped in a horror film of negative thoughts or negative thinking. Now, there are two types of imaginations, right? There's a passive imagination, what you revisit or reliving the past, things that happens. I've done that many times, and so you go back, imagine situations that happens to us in the past, and we live it. Sometimes negative, it's the trauma, and it's very painful if we continue going back and revisit those thoughts. And that's not very helpful. We need to be able to reframe those thoughts, bringing a new meaning into that. And it's not an easy thing. Sometimes you may need professional help to journey with you on that. And then you have active imaginations, which is you being intentional, creating images of the future that you want, especially if you do that in prayer, if you do that before God, if you add spiritualization, a spiritual aspect into it. That's what's helping me in guiding me. It's just an encouragement to you. But spending that time, active imagination, feeding your mind. We are called to manage and direct our imaginations. And reading scriptures, and I think Philippians, Paul is writing to the folks in Philippians, he says in chapter 4, verse 8, finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. So what am I thinking now? Is it true? What am I thinking? Is that noble? What I'm thinking, is it right? Is it pure? Is it lovely? Is it admirable? Is it excellent? So think about such things. That helps you to shape and filter negativity out. You take it out. Now, our mind can be trained. You can train your mind. Hi, Diego. Hola. Welcome. Bienvenido. It's good to have you with us. You can train your mind. You can operate your mind like a 24 hours television channel, like streaming random images and repeated news, like those new channels that repeats itself after 5 minutes. You can broadcast advertisements, entertainment, and much of it is negative thoughts. Or you can run your mental TV channel on demand. What is it on demand? You're showing only what you really want to show. You are intentional about your thoughts. You become intentional with what you want to broadcast to yourself inside your mind. And meditation helps that. If you have the practice of meditating, not sitting down on a stone with the crossed legs and humming. I'm not talking about that, emptying your mind, no. But thinking, train your mind to think positive things. Perhaps get a part of scriptures and psalms or something that is positive to you, a beautiful song that you like. Get into those lyrics. Imagine that you are walking in nature or by the beach and take you there mentally. And that helps you to calm down and quiet down. And it has helped me with focus as well, because I'm someone that can easily be distracted. My mind goes all over the place. So meditation has helped me quite a bit as well. Learning how to do breathing techniques. Stopping for 10 minutes. There are many YouTube channels that are teaching you how to do breathing exercise in meditation that can help you with that. And I definitely, personally, I have benefited from that, from just stopping for 10 minutes and meditating and quietly breathing deeply and and say a few words of prayer. That has helped me as well. Now, visualization is a tool that peak performance people do, athletes and people in businesses and many peak performance people. I've been reading about and learning, how do I become a peak performance in my area, in my work, in my life? How do I become a better dad, a better husband in what I have to do? And visualization is helpful for that. And requires focus, being fully present and engaged in one thing at a time, right? So when we visualize, we create mental clarity and emotional readiness. You're ready to go and do the things that needs to be done. So this mental rehearsal prepares us for real world action. So you don't live in your imagination, but you rehearsal things, then you go out in the real world and you do what you have planned, what you have prepared mentally. It's like your mind went on and did what needs to be done before you actually go on and do it, right? And sports people do that. They visualize them getting that ball and scoring that goal and things that they do in the sports and in the area of in their activities. So Easy Lange Ferreira, oi, yes, from Brazil, bem-vindo. It's good to have you here. We are talking about visualization. Now, practical activity for you, just before we close. You can visualize your future. So choose 4 areas of life: spiritual, emotional, physical, financial, any area you want to focus on, you want to work on. You can create this mental picture of what you want to, um, how you want to look like in the future. So think about it. Get a particular area of your life. Okay, this is my financial life, my physical life, my health. This is my relationship with my partner. Perhaps it's not working as it should be. What is it that you want to have? Imagine how it would be if it was perfect, if it was better. Okay, so create a mental picture on what is the future look like in your mind. And you need to begin each day with prayer and visualization. Bring that before God, seeing the day before unfold. So if you wake up early in the morning, do this deep breathing. Bring your life before God. God, thank you for this day, the gift of life. And then you visualize, okay, this is the day I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm hugging my kids. I'm telling my kids I love them. I'm hugging my wife. And you break down and do that positively. You might have many challenges ahead of you on that day. But imagine you conquering, overcoming, enduring those challenges. Life is tough, as you know that. It's not easy. But we can tackle life issues with a positive mind, with a stronger mindset. And we need to build that mental strength day after day. Making a vision board helps. I've done it. I have my vision board for the year, things that I want to achieve this year. It's a mural of your dreams, right? You put that pictures and things. Maybe it's a new thing that you want, a car or a house or whatever, a new job, or how you look if you work out and you lose weight. Things that you want to achieve can be great things. It can be very practical, smaller things that you want to put into practice. Whatever it is, a business that you want to start, make a vision board, because it helps you when you see it and then you stop for a few moments and you think about it, right? And you do the 5 steps I shared with you earlier, which is visualize, you write down, you speak it, you rehearse mentally, and then you materialize, you go out there and you act, because you need to build up in actions. And why not you go out there and share it with 3 people? Whatever you're learning today, if you haven't considered visualization yet, why don't you go there and share that with 3 people, with a workmate or with someone in your house, and share with them, hey, have you heard about the visualization? Do you know that great sports people, top people, business people, they take a time in the day to visualize how they want their lives to be on that day, how they want to tackle that project, because it starts here. Everything starts in the mind. Why not taking the time to rehearsal what you want to achieve before you actually go there and tackle it and do it? So I hope this has been helpful to you. Your imagination can either you can use your imagination for good, or you can use your imagination, to keep you in negative thoughts. It can either replay old fears, or you can preview your future victories. How are you going to use your mind today? So you need to turn hope into a mental blueprint and put that into action, right? So the secret is you need to go out there and live it out. Now, the future you design begins in your thoughts. So if you can walk away with that, the future you desire begins in your thoughts. So you have the power to create it, to see it, and then go out there and live it, one small action at a time, right? So God bless you. Thank you for coming. All of you that came, thank you for the love. Elizangel, I don't know how to say your name. Azilange Ferreira. Great to have you here, everyone. Hey, God bless you. And tomorrow I'm back with another word, another overflow. And have a wonderful day wherever you are in this world. God bless. Bye for now. Mhm.